How's it going, guys? It's been a while since I've done a live stream. Feels weird. We're also live on Twitch, so if you want to go check that out, that would be cool. Link is in the description below. Hope you guys are having a cool Thursday. Actually finished the vid. I'm waiting for approval. It's a sponsored video, so they have to watch it and review it and make sure everything's good to go. Should be. I could show you guys the thumbnail, but talked about it a little bit in Discord, so if you're in there, you already know what it's about. You can see the thumbnail there. Let me know if you get the notification, by the way. What's up, dude? Carlos, Yadia, how's it going? Kim, how's it going? Yeah, I didn't really have like a topic, really. I've been working on like video mostly all day. Mustafa, what's up? Caesar, how's it going, man? I figured we'd just check in, see how things are going. Good morning. 7:38 for me. I'm gonna stream for about an hour, then probably go to the gym. Super crowded right now, anyways. Got notification? Sweet, 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 sweet. Junior, what's up, man? Getting a software engineering degree will guarantee you a job, and no, it won't. Nothing guarantees you a job. Sorry. Frenchette, what's up? Really enjoyed the vid with Patrick, by the way. I enjoyed making it. Patrick's a good guy. Jordan, how's it going? Web developer in Syracuse, New York. Is that a question or is it a statement? I don't know what that means, but welcome aboard. Louise, what's up, man? How's it going? We're also on Twitch. So, again, as I always say in my latest live streams, YouTube doesn't want to give me my channel membership button, even though I'm very qualified. I'm overqualified to have it, and they're like, sorry, we don't know when you're going to get it. So, I'm gonna go to Twitch and stream. Patrick, what up? How's it going? 2:40 in the morning. Go to sleep, man. It's Thursday. It's not Friday. Can't be staying up late. I mean, maybe you can. Gloria. 2:38. Can't sleep 3 interviews in 4 days thanks to the precious tips. That's awesome. Congratulations. How are they going? They going good? Great coding, making WordPress websites so you can apply for a job. Is this okay to start with? WordPress is not really making. It's more like drag and drop type deal. The Patrick video was amazing editing. Thanks. I spent way too much time on it. I took like 2 weeks. So like everyone's like, do this more often. I'm like, do you want a video every 2 weeks? So my mortgage and bank would like to be paid. I like making B-roll stuff like that, going out and traveling, but I don't know what you talk about code all day, right? So like, why do you need to be somewhere? It's weird. How is the market demand for Ruby on Rails? It's not really in demand. It's not my favorite. It's okay. I wouldn't do it. I would decline a job. Ruby on Rails. I decline any job because I don't want to work for you. But I don't think Ruby on Rails is that great. Audio placement, video shots, raising the bar. Thanks. Glad you noticed. Audio placement and all the J-cuts, that took forever. My Premiere Pro crashed like 11 times, and sometimes I would be working on it for like 2 hours and those saves didn't happen. Oh man. Didn't get the notification with the bell on. So yeah, actually in the video that I'm going to release later, we're talking about how you can make like $500 a week with a mailing list. And then you get to skip the notification deal with YouTube, because if you have an email list, you can be like, yo guys, check out the new video, blah blah blah. I mean, you don't want to do that too much, and I say this in the video, but so I have an email list and it has like a 38% open rate. So imagine if YouTube had a 38% notification rate for my videos and people clicked on them. I'd be getting like 20,000 views a video. It'd be insane. And so that's what we're talking about in the next video. How to make some side cash, get sponsored, how you can grow a list, blah, blah, blah. First video about money. The cinematic skills, thanks. Been applying to 30 plus jobs with no experience. It's tough. 30 plus jobs is not that many jobs. It seems like it's a lot to you, but it's not a lot. How are you, Josh? I'm good, man. I'm good. Starting out to code and have a goal to be a junior in a year. Where should you start? What? I thought you were already starting. Where should you start? The same place everyone else starts, probably HTML and CSS, JavaScript. It's pretty common. How should you approach looking for a job with an associate's degree? I don't think your degree matters. I'm sorry to say, my friend. You could list it, you could not. It won't make a difference. So you should approach it the same as anyone without a degree. How do you find me on Twitch? That's a good question. Let me pull it up. Am I streaming? Should be working. Okay, cool. So here, there we go. I forgot to pull up the restream chat. I'm sorry, people on Twitch. I know you guys are probably asking questions. I'm sorry. Just give me a sec. Skills matter, not the degree. The degree only matters to companies that you don't want to work for. Did I miss anything? I don't think I missed anything. Yeah. You're currently in the phase of being awake very long. Oh, okay. Have you heard of Newmont College of Computer Science? If so, what's your thoughts? I think I saw that on a billboard here in Salt Lake City. Newmont Coding College. I don't know. It looks like a for-profit university. I'm pretty sure this is a for-profit, like DeVry BS university. I wouldn't go there. Any university that's like, we teach you game development as like a degree is BS. Because like you can't teach someone game development. Like you'd have to teach them the code, you'd have to teach them the art, you'd have to teach them networking, it's like each piece of that degree is someone's dedicated degree. So I don't know. That seems like pretty BS to me. It's a for-profit? Yeah, okay, avoid. What's the biggest hurdle to learning a programming language? Consistency. When you're like, this isn't for me, I don't get it, and then you keep going. You're gonna move to the US, wish you could meet me. Yeah, let's meet up. Learning from Free Code Camp to pick up the basics. Yeah, you just gotta force yourself to do it. What are your thoughts about e-trading, blockchain stuff? E-trading or blockchain stuff, those are two different things. Blockchain stuff's good, but it is accredited institute. Yeah, I know, but for-profit universities are notoriously like bad. They have bad quality education. Your reply is having me cracking up. I'm sorry. That's just how it is, Peyton. Got an offer for a software engineer job? You have another offer that you went through an entire process with a recruiter. How should you tell the recruiter you want the other job? I mean, he wants his money, right? You could be nice. You'd be like, I'm going to take the other job. Or you can just be like, yeah, sorry, I'm not interested. Thanks, bye. I don't know. You don't owe him anything. He just wants his money. Trust me. Trust me. He's got 6 other people waiting to call if you tell him no. Don't even worry about it. Does Twitch chat work? Yes. No comments on Twitch? Yes. I can read that. You're on week 2 Lambda. Learned so much. Awesome. You're on week 2. Does the rank of college matter? No. What projects would you recommend putting in a portfolio? Something with a front end, something with a back end, something with a database, designs, stuff like that. E-trading with cryptocurrencies? Well, right now the market's not very good, and there's not a whole lot of use cases other than just like trying to play the candlestick game. What are your thoughts about big companies offering graduate program? What do you mean, Gloria? You're 16, you want to become a web dev, what's your advice? You have no money. That's cool. Luckily, you can learn everything online for free. Just go to Free Code Camp. What do I think of machine learning? It's a pretty good skill to have. A lot of data science use cases there. Definitely learn it. You would stream under science and technology category on Twitch. It will attract more people. If I can change it. I don't know if I can change it midstream. Can I? Have to look. Channel. All right, science and technology it is. Done. All right, should be fixed. Have you heard of EC Talent? I have not. I feel like you need 1 year of hard learning to apply for those jobs. You can feel like whatever you want. Unfortunately, feelings are not facts. So you just apply, right? Apply. Get told no. Don't do it for the expectation of getting a job. Do it because you want the experience. Most in-demand web development languages for backend and frontend? Python and JavaScript. This is so clever. This is not live. What? How important is learning MongoDB? I think traditional SQL databases are better. He's talking to people not in the stream. That's because I'm streaming on YouTube as well. So, graduate program positions typically after a master, companies such as P&G in my country. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't think that's a big deal. I know in Europe, education is cheaper, so they expect. You think he is somehow talking to YouTube people. Wait. That's because I'm streaming on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. Viewers in Twitch. So I'm reading both chats. How many times do you need to apply? Until you get the job, my friend. Actually, you need to apply 7.5 times. To get that 0.5, that's when you start filling out the application, and then you realize you have to retype everything from your resume over again in the application. You're like, yeah, no, I'm not doing this. So 7.5 times. That's how you get the job. Don't waste your time with coding. There are a bunch of people who would do your job for less. Yeah, so that's a pretty common argument about outsourcing, and I can understand that. But honestly, you can't always hire people from outside the U.S. Some things require security clearance, and sometimes there's huge language gap. Sometimes there's a difference in culture and communication. This has happened a lot. Just because someone will do it for cheaper doesn't mean they're better. Would you recommend learning the mean stack? No, I'd say MERN stack. MERN stack or like PHP or something. Can someone with little English speaking ability get a job as a front-end dev? Of course you can. What's the point of being a web dev when there are websites like Squarespace that make websites? Squarespace makes websites, not web applications. That's the difference. So when Squarespace gives me the ability to drag and drop a YouTube together, or drag and drop a Facebook together, or something like that, when I can start dragging and dropping these kinds of websites together with Squarespace, all right, then I give you something. But, at bare minimum, people would have to understand relational databases, and that's just asking too much for the average person, Can a junior dev do accelerate to a senior dev? Okay, so first of all, you don't need to accelerate. There's nothing based on like time, right? There are senior devs, quote, senior devs that have been at a job for 5 years, but that doesn't mean that they have 5 years experience. This is the thing, right? You could have 5 years experience or 1 year experience 5 times. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of people who are like, I'm a senior dev, but they're like not even good. Jacob, thanks. I appreciate that. Actual direction, you're welcome. Josh, time is a construct, Fluke. Josh, get yourself a box of Fluke loops. Fluke. That's my favorite meme that someone made of me. Is there a big gap in the employment market between front-end and design versus back-end? I wouldn't say there's a huge gap. What are your thoughts on PSQL? Like, I have no idea. Like Postgres? I don't really have thoughts on it. Do you think anyone can get a junior dev without internship? Yeah, I never had an internship, and I would never take an internship. I'd never even apply to an internship. I'm better than an internship. But you go ahead and lower whatever you think you're worth. I'm better than an intern. Fight me. Let the people that don't know any better take lower pay for the same skill. That's what I'm saying. Books to learn how to write cleaner code. There's a good question. There's actually a book called Clean Code. Let me link it to you. The Pragmatic Programmer is also good. What kind of things can you do to make your website more secure? HTTPS is always good. You know, check for if there's any cross-site scripting stuff. I don't know. I'm not cybersecurity, dude. That's like John Hammond, Live Overflow. They're your man. Best way to prep for an interview? So you go to Glassdoor, read all their interviews, questions, look at their salary. So they're like, well, what are you expecting to make here? And then you can hit them with that. Well, I saw on Glassdoor that you guys currently pay between X and X. Then you know, you can just fit right in the middle there. By the way, there's the Twitch link if you'd like to follow. That'd be great if you go follow me there. Fantastic. Yeah, Joshua Zinkovsky. Yeah, there's a book called Clean Code. Just Google the book called Clean Code. I forget who writes it, but that will help you. And Pragmatic Programmer. Would you say an internship is good for a college student to get experience? You don't even have to get an internship. What is, like, I know it's really common, right? You think that because you're in college, you have to get an internship and you just can't get a regular job. That's not true at all. You can get a regular dev job and be in college. It's just this stigma that you can't. It's not possible to get a real job if you're in the middle of a degree. Well, in this case, you don't even need a degree to work in this industry. So, of course you can. We did a stock management system. What's the difference between UI developers and front-end developers? I mean, that's kind of a play on words, really. So UI developers might do a little bit of design on the side, more Photoshop mock-up breakdown type deal. Can you expect any callbacks for full stack React positions? Even if you, I mean, don't expect anything, right? If you apply to a job, do it with an abundance mentality. Don't expect anything in return. That way, if you do get something in return, you're like, oh, awesome, sweet. I mean, you know, if it's positive. If it's negative, you didn't lose anything you already had, but you probably learned a thing or two. You'd say internships are good for underclassmen. I think it doesn't matter. I think if you spent your, 14 to 17 years old self learning how to code, then you don't need an internship, and you probably know more than anyone that's like a freshman in college. Been watching the videos for the past 6 months. Just want to say thank you. As someone who's a beginner, you've learned a lot. Appreciate it. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Shout out to Cheyenne. Thanks, man. Just trying to help. I just try to keep it real. I don't want to be like, I don't want to be fake. I don't know. Josh, the thing is, in some countries, an internship is required for at least 3 months. Is it that way in the U? No. All right, I understand exactly what you're saying here, because in Finland, when I got my degree, in order to be able to graduate with my degree, we had to do 6 months of internship. So I had a 6-month internship doing mechanical engineer stuff before I was even allowed to graduate in Finland. In the US, no one cares. Everyone just thinks they do. If you get a 1-year internship at Google, would you go? I would not. I'm not working for anybody but myself. Sorry. That's not happening. I want to do what I want to do. I don't take very nicely to being told what to do and where to be and how to do it. I like doing it myself. I'm not a good employee, okay? Why do these job postings for web dev have so much requirements? They're more like preferences than requirements. They're more like guidelines. You guys ever seen Pirates of the Caribbean when they're talking about the pirate's code, and then the guy's like, they're more like guidelines. That's like every requirement you see. You got a phone interview for software engineering internship. What should you focus on? Go to Glassdoor for the company. Look up all the questions. You want to become a web dev, then a software developer. Good news. If you become a web dev, you're already a software developer. There's no difference. Just a play on words and elitists who think there is a huge difference because they did algorithms. You did an internship for 3 months in Chile. They paid you $200, and many don't even pay. Yeah, I mean, but the cost of living is very different. You can't. People watch the video of Patrick and they see that he gets $121,000, right? and they're like they're like, oh, we only get paid $300 a month here. Like, well, that's because the cost of living is relative. Like, if you broke down the numbers to percentages, they would probably be pretty close, rather than just a number. What's your opinion on Bootstrap? Should new web dev make this time easier by using use Bootstrap. No one use boilerplate when you can, right? Work smart, not hard. Guys, if you're here and you do enjoy the stream, please hit the thumbs up. It helps my channel do better in the YouTube algorithm. So more interactions, more thumbs up, it always helps. What would you consider a stack that is more common in web development? Mern is pretty good. Can you intern? You live in SLC and we'll send you my resume. I don't have any development projects. I'm not coding that much. I only teach people how to code. Some of these jobs require a degree and I don't have one. Again, it's not a requirement. It's just a preference. Don't worry about it. What happens? So this is what's going to happen. Titashi, this is what's going to happen when you apply to a job that says requirement, bachelor's in computer science. If you apply to that job, there's going to be some Gestapo at your door, all right? So you might as well lock up, prepare for the FBI to break your door in, because essentially what you're doing is committing capital crimes here, felonies, by applying to jobs that say required bachelor's degree. So I don't know, man. Is it worth going to jail over? Because it doesn't matter. Just apply, dude. It's not against the law. Just do it. Maybe they'll change their mind. I promise. New collab with Live Overflow? Maybe. Have I heard of a Zero to Mastery course? I have not. Do you recommend bootcamp or code phase? Try to do it yourself first. What's the best work from home job as a coder dev? You want to sit somewhere in the sun and work? I mean, there's no specific job. You just got to see what companies are hiring like that. That's all. Do you know any blockchain devs? Not really. So blockchain's up and down all the time, right? There's only a few languages right now that are really popular, and that would be Solidity. Can I interview someone who has succeeded in web dev learning only with free resources? Yeah, I mean, sure, if they want to come on. Actually, I did already. I did. It was Alan, and he got 70,000. Quickly, Vue.js or React? I don't know, man. We might have to sit here and think about this for about 7 minutes. I don't know, Vue.js or go with both. Learn both. Look what's around you. Hey Josh, what to do, boo-boo? Wondering if Rails is still used today. Brandon, you asked this question every single stream, and I'm going to say no. Every blockchain language gets outdated in 2 weeks. So Solidity is the Ethereum language, which is what a bunch of tokens are built off of. So that would probably be the only the only useful one. How much protein do you eat per day? I don't keep track. Do you answer inquiries from the Grindreel website? Yeah, so if you message me about mentorship, I haven't really responded because I don't really want to sell my time, and it's not optimized for me to do that right now. That's all. Do you know about Edwizard? I do not. Flash the One. What do you think about 42? I don't know much about it. People ask about it. I don't really know. Ever heard of Mudflood? No. That sounds sexual. Ever had any experience with Code Mentor? Not really. I applied to it, I think, once for a job, and I didn't have any people, right? So I don't know. They charge a lot. I saw some dude that's like, I'm a Google developer. He literally charges $250 an hour. No brand, hasn't provided value to anyone ever in his life other than a one-on-one. Are you serious? What language is safe if it gets outdated every week? It's Solidity. Solidity is what the main language is right now for crypto. JavaScript is good if you're talking about that stuff. What is good for a first full stack project? Something with a database. I mean, I don't know. You use your imagination. Type that in. Full stack project ideas. How would you move out of junior developer position quickly into a higher paying position? Typically, you just move jobs. Or you just call yourself not a junior developer. You can call yourself whatever you want. If you want to be labeled a junior dev, you go ahead and let them label you that. I will never let someone label me junior dev. I will always just be like, I'm a software developer. I don't need to show my experience level in my title because, you know, I'm the president of the United States of this company. I don't care. It's just a title. Don't let it go to your head. You get paid on what value you can provide to the company, not a title. Don't let people convince you otherwise. Why'd you choose Utah? I didn't choose Utah. Utah was the only place I got a job. When did you start coding? 2015. I was 24, 25. Yeah, Utah chose me pretty much. Jesus, best way into software dev, backend or web dev? Web dev has backend. What? What do you think the best programming language to learn is? C++, Python, C#, Java, etc. JavaScript and Python. What are your thoughts about Article 13 being... I don't know. Article 13 is really dumb. I don't know how that passed. It's dumb. We can Google search this answer easily. We're here to hear your opinion. I get that. But, like, if I say do this project, 45 people are going to do this project. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just coming off the top of my head of what I've seen. You left your job last month and you're unemployed. Well, you got to keep applying. Thought you were going to say Utah chose me. Aaron Swartz, I have not. Hi, I'm in India. I'm 21. Is it too late to start coding? Man, you should have started coding when you were about 7. Otherwise, there's just no chance. I'm sorry. Bye. Of course you can start coding, dude. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Have you ever seen, like, Craig? He's 46 years old. And he knows more code than a lot of people. How long did you study coding to get your first job? 2.5 months. What kind of diet do you follow? I don't eat a whole lot during the day and then end up eating crap at night diet. The seafood diet, because I eat what I see. Ha ha ha. Dad jokes on point. So I'm a noob and started learning Python. What do you suggest? Why do you suggest JavaScript? It depends on what kind of person you are. If you're a visual person, JavaScript is great. Python is good for data analytics, data science, manipulating things on your computer. Like you can do keyloggers and stuff. JavaScript just lives in the browser. Currently in Lambda class on 5-minute break thanks to you. Justin, I didn't do this. You did this to yourself. Sorry. What was your first job? I was a part-time developer for a startup making $18 an hour. Memes are strong tonight. How much can you expect to make as a front-end dev working remote? I mean, remote from Argentina doesn't matter, right? So they're going to be paying you based on what they would pay someone else remote. Maybe 40,000? That's like 20 bucks an hour? What would you call Java? A waste of time? JS as a first language would have made me insane. It depends on what type of person you are. So if you're like the type of person who just loves coding in a terminal all day and seeing your code compile there, yeah. What do employers look at in a resume or web dev? What skills are must-haves? There's no must-have skill. It depends on the job you're applying to. Coming back to San Francisco anytime? I would love to ride those little scoots around. That was so fun. It's so expensive though. I spent way too much money. I was like, all right, let's fill up the tank, Patrick. He's like, all right. I was like, all right, I got this, Patrick. No problem. I'll pay for it. $79 later. Wait, what? Is practicing on leak code good for developing a skill set? I'd rather do something else. What did you do at mechanical engineering job? Well, I mean, I tried to avoid unzipping my boss's pants a lot so I could get a raise, you know, move up in that corporate life. Basically, I did nothing but Excel sheets, Word documents, PowerPoint presentations, and I sat in a bunny suit in a windowless white room for 13 hours a day. Do I recall that you did Dev Mountain? Did you do UI UX? No, I did web development part-time. Seems reasonably priced. If you feel like you need to do a quick boot camp, don't go to Dev Mountain. Dev Mountain is poo-poo. Do you do calisthenics? Nah, I lift heavy. That's how you get raises. I know. You're not wrong, unfortunately. Do you do weight? I mean, I lift heavy and I do calisthenics, right? So I'll do a lot of like weighted pull-ups, a lot of isometric stuff. Would you advise moving to a bigger city for a really cool job when you already have a good job? That's up to you. I don't know. I'm kind of an inside person, so if I got a good job and I can do what I want, I'm going to chill where I'm at. Important thoughts on bootcamp versus self-taught. You can try self-taught first. Chances are you'll probably get frustrated and quit. Then you'll end up going to a bootcamp because they give you that structure, and there's that guy you can tap on the shoulder that's like, hey, by the way, I got a question. What do you think of flat iron? I think flat iron's okay, but I think that the ISA of flat iron is completely terrible. That's my honest opinion. Will you ever work for someone else again? Absolutely not. Nope, not happening. Even if you're like, I'll give you $1 million to work for me. Not going to do it. It's a cop-out. I'd rather earn that million myself. I don't need your money. Have you ever looked into Treehouse? Yeah, I used to do a bunch of Team Treehouse streams. What do you do for job searching? Stack Overflow, we work remotely, remoteok.io. I would never work in an office if I had to work. So I only did remote stuff. Indeed is good. It's where I found my office job last time. Is Codecademy worth my time? Could be to start out. Can I shout out your brother, Nick Gurr? Ha, you got me. Luckily, I pronounced all the letters there. Name a YouTuber that I don't like and another that you do like. Why would I do that? What if The Office is really cool? I don't care. I'd rather be by myself. Best language for making non-game engine games? Probably Phaser. Phaser.js. Some of these questions are dumb. I'd agree, Randy. I'd agree. Love the channel. What was the first situation that made you feel like something... Wait, that this was something you could do for real? I remember when I got a sign-up page to work in Ruby on Rails. That was a moment. I was like, oh, I know how to do this. That was cool. What the heck is Phaser? It's with a PH. Like fat with a PH. Phaser. Yeah, Phaser.js is good for making 2D games. You can just look up Flappy Bird clone. Phaser.js. Phaser Clan. What should you expect? Jeanette, it's hard to say. I would go to the company on Glassdoor and look up common interview questions there. By the way, we're streaming on Twitch. I'd really like it if you follow me there because I just want my sub button. YouTube won't give it to me. Laptop or desktop? Obviously desktop because I only work at home. If you got a visa for web dev in Alabama, should you take it? Visa? I mean, I don't know. You could. Is Node.js and MongoDB enough to apply for backend entry level? I mean, I don't know. Node.js is pretty vague. Ice Bite. You got me once. I'm not answering any more of your questions. Starting at a big tech company later this year. Any advice for someone who hasn't worked in that environment before? I don't know. I'd say get some salt and some water. Be prepared to gargle a lot if you want to work your way up. What's your opinion on Electron? I think it's pretty good, actually. I think it's pretty fun. Jaded. Jaded is confirmed. I hate large companies because there's no autonomy. How would you start learning web dev if you knew basic programming? But define basic programming. Be prepared to work long, unpaid overtime hours. Be prepared to be called part of the family. Be prepared to be called part of the, you know, whatever. Be prepared to go on ridiculous team building exercises like let's build a tower with spaghetti straws and tape, and whoever gets the biggest one wins the team building. I don't know. It's like some kindergarten level shit. It's the bigger the company, the dumber the team building exercises. What's the best way to get hired for front-end dev position? I don't know. Just be really good at what you do. What kind of software do you think Iron Man uses for his suit? I don't know. He probably made it himself. He probably made his own programming language. Probably super basic PLC. Xi. Yeah, that's right. Team, please tell me you aren't serious. Yeah, actually I worked at a company and we had to build a tower out of spaghetti noodles and tape. And then we had to pin a marshmallow on it, and whoever could get the tower to stick. I don't know, it was the dumbest waste of time. And I was like, I'm getting paid $18 an hour. And at that time, $18 an hour seemed like a lot, so I was okay with it. But now, this is the dumbest shit in the world. Oh yeah, yep. They make you have mandatory lunches, team building lunches, or they have this bullshit called a lunch and learn. Bitch, I am on a break. I want to eat my food and zone out, okay? I've been coding all day. I don't want to sit here and watch you code more shit. How long did you work in an office before going remote? I don't know. I tried to do remote whenever I could. I got more and more impatient with it. I like coding when I like to code on things I like to make. What's the longest consecutive hours you spent coding? I don't know, maybe like 4. But Mark, yeah, to answer your question, I usually worked at a job at about a year. It took me a little bit. I tried to negotiate. What's your thinking about freelancing? Freelancing is the best because you can charge what you want, work when you want, work how you want. Yeah, I'd always go with. Yeah. So large companies, you have to be more social. No, large companies just become very politically correct and very PC, that if you say anything kind of offensive, not even offensive, you could be like, wow, I really like that jacket. And they'd be like, did you just assume the color of my jacket? Like, I don't know. Large companies are dumb. But what you can do in a large company, if you're a lazy person and you just want to collect that paycheck, large companies, you can just kind of fly under the radar and do like the bare minimum and be like, wow, I'm doing really good this week. And they'll be like, great job, because they don't actually, you know. Have you ever gone to a meetup and talked to developers there and have no clue what they're talking about? If yes, how do you deal with that? I don't go to meetups. Oh, I don't go to code meetups because I'd rather do other things. You want to know if you can get remote jobs without lots of experience? Of course you can. You're a jacket phobe? Of course. Of course. I'm just racist against jackets. How many small projects on my portfolio before you start applying to jobs? 3 is good. But we're talking about, like, you know, mock-ups, wireframes, the entire project listed on a Trello board for me to see. Front end, back end, functional, hosted, code documented. 3 of those. Been applying for jobs for 4 months, didn't get any response, feeling down. Unfortunately, feeling down is one of the things that you're going to have to overcome. I I don't know how many jobs you've been applying to. I don't know how you've been applying to them. It's really difficult to say. Do you need to know JavaScript to use Phaser? Somewhat. Do you know any web devs in Canada? Yeah. How easy is it to work as a web dev outside of Canada? I'm not sure. There's a bunch of people in Discord that are from Canada. Got 45 an hour to copy paste all day as a front end dev developing promotional emails. Nice, dude. Let me get that. Do you secretly dream to create your own coding school in the future? No. That's not right. So this is what's going on. This is my philosophy, right? There's a lot of coding schools out there. And way back about 6 years ago when coding schools like Hack Reactor was like the only one around, a majority of the graduates from Hack Reactor didn't even go get software jobs. They went and made code boot camps. And then those code boot camp graduates went to make more code boot camps. And so then you got all these code boot camps that were doing great for a while, and then they all died. So it's like, I don't know. If there's a gold rush, don't mine for gold, sell the shovels. Okay? So mining for gold would be creating another code school. I'd rather just be like, hey, here are the opportunities, and here are the different resources for you to choose from. There you go, right? So take one step back, sell the shovels. Do you earn more money on YouTube than you did as a developer? Absolutely yes. There's no way. I make way more money doing this than as a developer. I mean, I didn't at first, but I've been scaling it up, you know? I mean, I'm not like, I don't got a Lambo, but there are too many resources to learn coding, kind of hard to find good ones. Hey, that's where I come in. Let me show you some good ones. Ones that would work for me. Do you have a targeted retiring age? 31. 31 years old, I will be financially independent. I'm 28 years old now. If I can rinse repeat what I'm doing and scale it at the same rate I'm doing now, I will be retired at 30. 28. Do I have a favorite freelancing platform? No. Not really. Freelance, the best freelancing is just walking into the store mainly. I'm good, Adam. How are you, man? How much you earn per month right now? Do you really want to know? I don't want to say. 1 month I made like $37,000. So why would I ever take a dev job? What's the best resource to learn how to create small video games? Udemy courses are good. So I learned C#. So you're saying don't code, just be on YouTube. That's not how this works. I don't make that much from YouTube ad revenue. Holy crap, I'm new to the channel. What was your job? I was a developer. I made $75,000 a year. Now I probably make more than that. What do you do to earn money? Passive income? It's a mixture of passive income. I have a lot of different sources of money. Some of the courses that I have, some of the products that I have, ad revenue, affiliate links, mentorship, coaching. What are the sources of income? Everybody wants to know. Those are the sources of income. How did that happen? You hustle. Affiliate links. What else? Merch. A bunch of stuff like that. He's not good at Fortnite. I'm not good at Fortnite. Is web dev a stable job? There's no such thing as a stable job. It's an illusion. What's your largest income source? They're all about equal. They're all about 10%. Become famous. Sell your stuff. That's not how this happened. He's saying how you... Wait, what? I try to tell you guys to build a brand, right? Build a brand, create value for other people, and value will come back to you. So the amount of money you make is directly correlated to helping other people make money. That's it. That's how it works. Do you think anyone could hustle on dev and make good profit without YouTube and courses? Of course they could. I just don't like selling time. You can't just be like, I'm going to be YouTube rich, because I'm not YouTube rich. I don't make $37,000 every month. I was just 1 month. Proof of concept to see if I could quit my job. What are your passions, interests you do besides your job? This is my passion. That's why I do it. I like making videos. I like learning. That was a very Jim Rohnish answer. It's true, though. Maybe. I'll probably hit... The goal is to hit $1 million at some point. I could probably get that in like 2 more years. I don't know. I'm documenting all of it, right? Bring the dogs into the stream. What is your brain food? I fast, so I don't really know if I have a brain food. You made 5-minute code brand YouTube channel because of the video. Good, do it. You have a bit of .NET experience. What code should you learn first? How do you get into a junior dev job with no degree? You just apply like everybody else. Do you ski or snowboard? No. Do you still code every day? Yes. Is Josh a musician? I can play the guitar. Planning on investing in like real estate? Real estate is good. The problem with real estate and having your own business is that you have to have your own business for 2 years before a bank will qualify you for a mortgage. Unfortunately, I haven't been in business for 2 years yet, so I can't get a mortgage to invest in real estate, which means I can't get another down payment or another mortgage, even if I had the down payment. So real estate's not going to look good for another 1.3 years. So in the meantime, I've been putting money into different investments, different high return dividend stocks and mutual funds, stuff like that, Roth IRAs, different resources like that. I love talking money, love talking business. It's way more fun than code. What do you think of Flatiron? Flatiron curriculum is good. The ISA is not. How do you know when someone's ready? Rena, you don't really know. You never know. You just got to apply. Like, I'm serious. You really just have to apply. Twitch stream, best stream. Brandon knows. You can use other people's money and credit score to buy houses. Unfortunately, I'm not going to use other people's money and credit score to buy houses because I don't know anyone, so it doesn't matter. When is CCS 4 coming out? What do you mean? How about crypto? No crypto. Crypto's too volatile. Thoughts on Litecoin? Pass. Pass on all the coins. I lost too much money to care. Any books you recommend to making a brand and provide services? Yeah, absolutely. Talk about it all the time. Crushing It by Gary Vee. What do you drive? I have a Nissan Juke. A 2014 Nissan Juke that has approximately $18,000 left of loan on it. You wear contacts? I do wear contacts. You guys don't understand. If you make that much money, you still have to pay a lot in taxes. I had to pay a brand new car's worth of taxes 3 days ago. It was like, I had to pay $21,000 in tax yesterday. So like, that's like my student debt. That's like a new car. It's like a down payment on a house. How's Patrick? He's doing good. Cryptocurrency is quick money, but the market is a bear market, so there's no point right now. Is it possible to become a photo editor and full stack web developer at the same time? Yeah, of course you can. You like the San Frank video? Dude, me too. It was fun to make. How's my March Madness bracket? I don't know. I don't watch. What do you recommend for eye strain? I don't know. It's a good question. I don't do as much as I should. I have the little flux thing, the little add-on. It's exactly where you should be buying. No? What? In a bear market? Everyone says, oh, this is as low as it's gonna go, and then it dips again. So I'm not interested in making a quick buck in cryptocurrency because I already tried that and I didn't sell and I lost a bunch of money. So not doing that. CRM development, Salesforce intrinsic. So don't learn CRM development. You're learning someone's proprietary development language, which is totally useless. Don't do it. What's at the bottom right of the screen? So that's a tip jar. So if one of you guys tips like $2 or whatever, some little dollars will come out and they'll drop. Thinking about doing Lambda in April, everyone seems to get good jobs out of it. That's because you do. That's because they teach you computer science and other places don't. Best way to stay motivated while watching tutorial videos, like trying to stay focused on watching a 30. You got to code along with them. But you don't need to be motivated to do it. I'm sorry. You can do it and you can hate it and you can still do it again the next day and you can still hate it and you can do it again. Like, satisfaction comes at the end of the journey when you do something that's been mentally taxing or physically taxing. When you stop and you're like, oh, that was good. Wow. But when you're in the middle of it, it's not good. Jaden, what's up, man? How's it going? Do you have a Twitch sub button yet? No. Haven't streamed enough hours. Looks like marshmallows in the glass. It's not. Pentester or developer. Do both. This is the Twitch link if you'd like to hang out. You got a job as a web dev. You start in 1 week. What should you study in this week? Is a job that will create front end with React, not BR. You need to email the guy and you need to be like, what can I prepare for? Can I please look at the GitHub? What age did you start taking coding seriously? When I decided I didn't want to work, so I was 25. I didn't want to be a mechanical engineer. Just build projects. Yep. Exactly. 19-year-old web dev with 2 years experience. You have the opportunity to do a paid internship as a web dev. They only do WordPress. Thoughts? If you have 2 years experience, why are you doing an internship, my friend? Adam's blacklisted? What? What's the dumbest interview question you got? I don't know. That's a good one. Let me think about that. What is flashing on the light wall? So that's a lamp back there. When did you switch from full-time, what you were doing at your free time while still on full-time to get ready? What are you talking about? I didn't do, when I worked at my job, when I worked at my engineering job, I just did whatever I needed to for the day, and then I went and did code stuff for the rest of the day. What would you recommend as king? Foot on the ground networking, good portfolio, or brand presence? Brand presence can get you both of the prior. A brand separates you in applications, right? If I'm looking at applications, dude's like, oh, I got a YouTube channel, check out my coding tutorial videos. I'm gonna be like, hell yeah, I'm gonna click that video and see what this dude's about. Did you do any side gigs while working full-time? I had 2 jobs my entire time coding. I always had a startup job and a full-time job. And then the startup ran out of money, and then the full-time job project fell through, and then I got another job. Like, just a tip. It's against the law of YouTube to stream at the same time. It's actually not. It's not. You're totally cool with streaming on both platforms. Do you drive for Uber? No. Why do you like Lambda? Because I'm jealous I didn't get to go. Because it didn't exist. What part-time boot camp did you go to? I went to Dev Mountain. Is it worth learning ASP.NET? Not really. Not a lot you can do. John, why do you think you're qualified to help many people when you have no steady history of dev jobs and your entire career is career help? So I do have a steady history of career jobs. I've worked as a dev for about 3 years. But do I need a degree to help people? I don't know. Why do I think I'm qualified? Maybe I'm not qualified. I don't really care. How do you get a coding job if you've never had a coding job before? You just keep applying. I get the circle, right? Like, all the jobs are like 2 years experience required. And they're like, how do you get 2 years experience if you can't get a job? Like, I get the circle. So you do freelance too? I don't do freelance. I don't sell my time. How much time do you dedicate to reading? You know a lot about entrepreneurship. I read every day. Does it make sense to look for HTML email developers? Because many companies, yeah, don't do that. Are you drunk? No, this is water. I mean, you're going to have haters. If you don't have haters, you're not doing something right. So, I don't know. He must be the type of person who's like, you have to work at Google for me to believe anything you say. Okay, cool. That's cool. Have you experienced imposter syndrome? Yes. All the time. I still do. Black water. This is bubbly, sparkling water. Ethan, what up, dude? How much should you already know before applying? CEO seems like a real one. I mean, you need to know a decent amount, but they teach you what you need to know. What are your hobbies off of machines? What? How do you come up with ideas for side projects? Usually I do, like, I follow a tutorial, then I'm like, oh, you know, it'd be cool if we modified it this way, and then I go that way. Read every day and code. I don't code that long every day. I just code a little bit every day. I think reading is more valuable. Coding just to code when I already know how to do things it's not a big deal, right? Like, I just code when I need to solve a problem or fix something or make something. I don't code just to sit there and code. Like, I know, like, I'm like, I want to do this thing. I'm not really sure how to do it. I'll figure it out. How much JavaScript do you need to know before learning React? Chandler, luckily you could learn React without even knowing JavaScript. Where's that affiliate link for the bubbly water? Look, I got you, my guy. This stream brought to you by Bubbly with 1B, Bublé, Michael Bublé, water. It's black cherry. You'll find the link in the description. That's funny. That's funny shit. Have you ever delved into game dev? Bishop Lake. Yes, I have a game on the App Store right now. You can type in Rocket Sling, S-L-I-N-G, Rocket Sling. Would it be tough to find a 30-hour-a-week coding job for a good rate? You're not going to find a job, like a regular job for 30 hours. You're going to be freelance. What do you think about Tim Ferriss? Yeah, he's a good dude, very stoic, big fan. Read his book, Tools of the Titans. In your opinion, is it better to build websites for companies, build big software, or something else to make a profit and own a brand? I don't know. Typically, if you help other people, that's how you become successful. But I try to tell you guys that you all need developer brands. Everyone's like, I don't need a brand. I just need to be good at code. And I'm like, all right, well, enjoy your salary for the rest of your life. You know, like, I don't know. Opinion on Epictetus? He's very good. I like Seneca. I like Marcus Aurelius. Did I make any money from it? I made 7 cents. What's the best way to make money as a programmer on the weekend? Maybe help some problems. I'm not sure. Is there usually a lot of downtime at a coding job? It depends. That depends on you. Best music to listen to when you have focus for hours doing computer work? Sometimes I don't listen to music. Sometimes anything without words is good. You're learning from a Udemy course. Did you read books too? No, books are outdated. Books are like brand new cars that drive off the lot. Once you drive off the lot, that's it. You just lost half your value. What do you mean by build a brand? It means help other people. Document your journey. Document what you've made or what you've struggled with. Document how you overcame the struggle. Like, find a problem, solve it, share it. Passive income website idea that doesn't involve blogging. If I had that idea, I'm sure I would have just built it. But I think maybe I mean, I don't know. You'd have to build an application of a SaaS service, something like that. Wouldn't say books are outdated. Lots of concepts for the mind. Books are not outdated. Programming books get outdated. As soon as it's printed, it's already updated. So now you got to reprint. That's the problem. Five-minute code. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. That's a good question. For passive income, right? So usually you have to figure out how to create value for people first. So what are you creating value? Apps or passive income? Maybe if you can drive traffic to it, if people use your app, if you make an app that has this great functionality, but you can't get people to look at it and you have no money for marketing, well, you've just wasted your time. If you have a brand, so for example, right, I have YouTube, right? And I could be like, hey guys, go check this out. I get to skip paying the marketing person because I can just talk directly to you. That's all I'm saying. How do you deal with recruiters when they see space in your job history on my behalf? You've shown them and you were taking a course. I mean, I don't know. Are you using your camera to stream this? Yes, I'm using my GH5. What books are you reading right now? I don't know. I read a lot. I think I was reading The Daily Stoic. I read a lot of like Rollo. What else? Dan Locke has some good books. What else? Cashvertising. Unscripted by MJ DeMarco was the one that changed my life. Unscripted by MJ DeMarco. What's your opinion on generic brands? What does that mean? How much math is required to be full stack web dev? Like none? What technology did you have when you started your YouTube? What do you mean? Do you do any game dev? I did game dev, and I tried to do game dev and create a multiplayer game, and then my 980 Ti died, and I was unemployed. So I couldn't get a new one. Oh, cameras? What did I have? I think I just had a GoPro. That was it. I used to make YouTube videos without a camera, so I had to learn how to film, how a camera worked. I still don't think I know how a camera works. I just do stuff. I bought a Sony a6300 and started filming with that. Oh, generic brands? I guess it's good. You get to, if you're a high-priced brand because you're, quality, get to charge more. Is Bootstrap OP? Nah. Sydney, how's it going? I'd like to make a game again with like C++ or Unreal Engine. That'd be cool. The Stoic philosophers are awesome. Yeah, they're all awesome. The Daily Stoic really helps me. If you could make any game, what would it be? It'd be a game, a battle royale game. Yeah, I know. Oh, another one. But this was before. I already tried to make it. I almost made it. You can go look on my channel. I have videos of me creating a multiplayer game. And the graphics were good, and it was really good. But it'd be like a battle royale, except you would find items on the ground, and then they would expire. Or you could combine them together to make like a spell. So everyone fights with spells, kind of. And they have like a bow and arrow auto attack. And then you could find a fireball. You could choose to use it, or you could find like two more and combine it to be a pyroblast, and you could craft that together. Or I don't know, like things like spells that you find that would expire. That'd be cool. The hell is an email dev? You get to make responsive HTML pages, basically. Name of video? I think it's I'm making a game. What are some good ways to network for a dev job? You can go to places. You can add people on LinkedIn. Best thing about your job, worst thing about your job. It's the same. I would say the best thing about it is I get to do what I want, when I want, make as much as I want. Worst thing about the job is that if I don't work, I don't get paid. I don't get vacation. I don't get sick days. I don't get benefits. It's all on me. You're going to the fridge. You want something? Can you give me another bubbly, please? I think I have like a couple left. I'd like black cherry if you can. Appreciate you, fam. Tyler, appreciate all the content. It's been incredibly helpful. It gives me a drive every time you think of giving up. Guys like you are able to overcome the learning curve. Yeah, I think I'm pretty. I don't think I'm. Let me just like get that Forrest Gump going for you. Like, I am not a smart man. That's what I felt like learning how to code. It's still what I feel like. How much should a beginner ask for salary? Look on Glassdoor for the company, what they normally pay. I would say 40 to 55,000. Do you have a stand-up desk? How you know? Let's stand up. Is becoming an email dev difficult? Do we need to know design? I would say becoming an email dev is a waste of time because all the companies just use like MailerLite or MailChimp or any number of other email building techniques. So I don't think you'd have a very secure job. Click the heart icon. Thanks, Zai. Do you think a Twitter account is good to have? No. Don't have. I mean, unless you want to have two. What should be the 3 solid projects for front end? I had a video about that. You can go watch it. What would you say when an employer asks, what about your weaknesses? Should we be honest? Yeah, Gloria, be honest. Don't try to make your weakness into like something like, well, I just can't stop working until I get it right. Like, that's not a weakness. Just be like, sometimes I lose track of time and I'm you know, I can get behind on deadlines if someone doesn't remind me, right? Like, it's not too bad, but it's a weakness, right? Or sometimes I can get distracted if I'm not challenged properly. How to do research for a company too small for any Glassdoor info. Yeah, you hit them with questions via email. That's not too obvious. Email dev get paid like 60, 70K depending on the company. Yeah, that's not true. Email dev's going to pay $100 a month for MailChimp, and they're going to drag and drop their templates together themselves. What if you're applying to Glassdoor? Can't use Glassdoor for that. Val, actually you can. You can Glassdoor. So is it normal to struggle at first because you never felt so stupid in my life? Hey, that's okay. And once you become comfortable feeling dumb with code, you have reached the apex, and then you just sit there for the rest of your career and you just become more comfortable with not knowing what you're doing. And any developer who says they know what they're doing, avoid that person. I mean, you can know what you're doing to a certain extent, but you can't know everything. And I'm sure there are certain devs out there that are like, oh, actually, this is the best way. Okay, look, guy. At the companies you work for, none had an email dev. They use MailChimp. Yeah, exactly. They're going to use MailChimp. They're going to use MailerLite. They're going to use any number of HTML email template builders. Coding is a wild roller coaster. It doesn't have to be. You just have to be comfortable with getting stuck. Do you know if there's a company that hires Brazilians to work remotely? There's a lot of companies that hire anyone. I don't know. This is a question I get all the time. They're like, do you know of a company that hires people from Argentina remotely, or a company that hires Brazilians remotely, or blah, blah, blah? If they're hiring remotely, it doesn't matter what country you're from, as long as it's not North Korea. I don't think they can hire you. Do you not qualify for a subscribe button yet on Twitch? You have a follow and a notification button, but no subscription button. Jorah, I have to stream for like 10 more hours or something. Would you recommend getting an office job or a remote? I mean, I'm going to recommend remote because I hate cubicles, and I think they're the dumbest thing in the world, and so are open offices. Thoughts on software devs in digital music industry? What do you mean? There are many USA only remote jobs. It's a pain. Yeah, I mean, it is a pain, right? But there are also a lot of remote contract positions. Just bought Unscripted. Thanks for the tip. I hope you enjoy that book. That book changed my life. Unscripted combined with Gary Vaynerchuk's Crushing It, combined with a couple other books, really just like, holy shit, I can make this work and I never have to work in a cubicle again. What do you prefer, laptops or desktops? Desktops, because you can upgrade and modify as you please. Why do cubicles have such a politically correct culture? Because you're putting a bunch of people next to each other and people get dumb. Can you put together a book list? I have a book list. I'll read some off. F.U. Money by Dan Locke is good. The War of Art, The Entrepreneur Mind, A Guide to a Good Life. 6 Months to Six Figures is good. Can't Hurt Me, David Goggins. The One Thing, 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. Mastery by Robert Greene. The 50th Law by Robert Greene. I have a whole bunch more, but this is my new Audible account. I'll get there. I'm gonna meet Gary Vee. I'm gonna be like, hey Gary Vee, thanks for your book. It helped me see things in a more clear light. Thanks for talking about brand. Didn't really know what that meant, but I have to get back to work now. Like, that's it. I just want to say thanks. Power of habit. It's okay. Thanks for blowing up my Twitch, guys. Appreciate you. I have a book list. Let me find it. What's going on? Danny, how's it going, man? How's a new job? I think you're at Amazon, right? Is it personal development? Ooh, that's not it. Dang it. I used to okay. I have a book list on my website. I need to update. All right, here's my book list. Thoughts on AWS? Learn it. It's very good. I stream myself doing Python homework. You're not on Twitch getting more interested people than I thought. Any tips to keep the stream more interesting? Try to provide value and explain what you're doing, right? So when you get stuck and figure it out, that's all it's about, right? This is why Twitch has such a barrier to entry. Or it doesn't. It has such a low barrier to entry that anyone can stream, that it makes it saturated. So you have to, if you want to stand out at something that has a low barrier of entry, you need what's called EE, executional excellence, which just means you have to do it better than people. So for example, YouTube actually has a low barrier to entry, but I think that I'm decent at filming and editing and telling stories and being consistent enough with it that I can have executional excellence. I'm not the best, but better than I guess most people are with that kind of stuff. So that works for me. But Twitch is even more difficult because anyone can just stream a game and you're not providing any value to anybody. So you need to combine value with executional excellence and just do what all the top people are doing. Make sure you stand out. Like, think outside the box. I don't know. Executional excellence for anything that's low barrier to entry. Any tips to organize your life? Write down everything you're going to do every day. Is it bad that I'm a junior and times you're happy to get things working if you don't understand why? I think it happens when you're a senior. I have some water. I have some sparkling bubbly water here. You just need to be good enough to accumulate subs and views. No. In order to get views, you need to be good at design. Because thumbnail is the bottleneck to views. You can have the greatest video in the world, but if your thumbnail sucks, you're not getting any views. Or you need to be able to post it somewhere where there's already traffic and sap some of that traffic and redirect it to yours, and then grab that traffic some way via an email list, a subscribe, something, and then you convert that to your own traffic for later use. So for example, you could post a video on r/videos, which has like 35 million views. So even if you get like 5 upvotes, you're getting 5,000 views, you know? Or you could post on Facebook programming groups, somewhere where there's already traffic, rather than starting from zero. You know, think outside the box, boost yourself up. Go where the traffic is. Don't try to start from zero and just expect people come to you. Go to them. Make them look at you. What are your thoughts on lack of dark mode on a lot of websites? I mean, I don't know. I have Flux on, so blue light doesn't affect me too much. Icebite wants to know. Oh, man. That's a good question. I don't know. Amia, she's pretty hot. Facebook programming groups is where you're starting. You'll have a lot of low interest, so make sure it's good. Make sure to reply to all the comments there. You're gonna have to start off with like 1 person, 2 person, 5 people, 10 people, 20 people, and then it just goes up from there. It's not gonna be overnight. The people who do that they've done it before. It's rigged. Like going viral is something that you can kind of calculate now. I haven't done it yet, but as a freelance web dev, would you advise learning digital marketing to leverage your web development skills? Absolutely. Digital marketing is the key to the future. Digital marketing, this is what I say in the video that I'm going to post later, but basically, you can have the greatest product in the world. You can build the greatest products in the world, but if no one knows who you are and if no one can see your product, it doesn't matter. You could have the cure for cancer, but if you can't get that out to people, no one's going to know about it. Like, obviously, that's an extent. Like, of course, people would share that with other people, and that would kind of go viral. But chances are, whatever you're doing won't go viral, and you'll need traffic. So digital marketing helps you leverage traffic for yourself and other people, which gets you views, which gets you conversions, which gets you engagements, which gets you sponsorships, all that sort of stuff. Oh, Mia Miley? Yeah, but that was before she got all, plastic. Yeah, your main aim is to build a brand to get a job, not build a YouTube presence. Although it's not a bad silver lining. Yeah, of course. Absolutely. Build a brand, use it to get a job. Just show employers, hey, look what I do in my free time. I'm really passionate about this. So even though you're not paying me to do this, I'm still trying to help people learn how to do this. That's cool. That did a great job with the editing. Glad to see Patrick get 6 figures. You're just done with backend at Lambda, so you're halfway through. Nice, Jonas. Ask me anything. What topics are suggested? Anything you want. The people that make it in business are the ones that market well, even if the product. Yep. So it's all about marketing and sales and copyright. That's what gets money. Are you enjoying doing the stream or pushing through to keep your brand alive? I was feeling a little bit kind of blah. So this is, I don't really have anyone here that I go hang out with. I don't have any like in-person friends. So sometimes I'll stream, just for some interaction with people. And I like to help. You made the grindreel.com website on your own? Yes. I did everything. Everything that you see. I taught myself how to film, how to do audio, how to edit, how to get copyright, not copyright music, all that stuff. Open a business, file business taxes, how to pay myself as an employee. I did all that. I learned all of it myself. LOL at in-person friends. I don't have any in-person friends. Do we plan on visiting South Africa? I have doggos, so it's difficult. How do you best learn the syntax of a language? Because you figure out what your program and function needs to do, but you have trouble remembering what syntax. Yeah, that's cool, Christian. Don't worry about it, man. That's what Google's for. We're all just glorified web developers. Don't worry about it. You're a finance major, just finished MBA, trying to get into programs. Should you join a boot camp or learn on your own? Learn on your own for a little bit. Set a schedule, see if you can stick to it. If you can't stick to it, probably consider boot camp. Weird feelings towards larger computer science YouTubers moving towards alternative content. Jarvis and I don't know. Both of them quit their jobs to do things that aren't related to helping people, so I don't really care. Jarvis is like, I'm a programming YouTuber, and then makes one video about memes and reviews other channels and goes viral, and then I don't know. His content doesn't provide that much value to people besides shallow entertainment. I don't think he could scale that into a business. Mayuko, I don't think she provided basically any value from day one. She's just a cute girl on YouTube, and everyone that's a web developer is like, oh my god, a hot girl that knows technology. Subscribe. Do you still have a dev job? If not, do you think you will ever again? No, I'm not ever going to have a dev job again because I'm not going to have a job again. I don't work for people. I would say bootcamp is an accelerated head start. By the end of the day, you are self-taught for the rest of your life. Yeah, I mean, self-taught, Even if you're at boot camp, you're self-taught to a degree. You just have that, you just got that shoulder you can tap on, you know? Gonna make a tutorial. Hopefully that'll help. Yeah, dude. Josh, if you could have lunch with one person. That's a good question. Probably Marcus Aurelius. That'd be good. Do you do any freelancing at the moment? I don't, because I don't sell my time. You can't leverage time. Think about it. You only have a little over 300 hours a week, so you can only sell 300 hours a week. You can't sell any more hours. You can only charge more money per hour, but chances are you getting more money per hour are a lot harder than just being able to sell more hours. But unfortunately, there's a limit on how many hours you can sell in a week. Therefore, you could charge on a flat rate. So this will be $5,000 when I finish it. When you finish it, it's up to you, but you still have to spend the time to do it. You get paid on results. So I don't like freelance for that reason. You leverage by hiring more people, but that takes away from your money. You can pay other people to spend their time to do it, which is basically what a company is. But me, as a freelancer, that's fine. That's not freelancing anymore. You're not a freelancer if you're paying other people to leverage that time. You're now an employer. Can I make a portfolio for a SQL dev? It was a full stack. You can make a website and launch it. What can you do for SQL? What? I don't know. So what do you do if you're not a dev? I make YouTube videos that talk about how to become a dev. Like, I particularly don't really want a developer job because I'm not a good employee. I don't want to do what you tell me to do. I don't want to work for you. I don't want to make $1 for every $10 you get. Like, I'm very pro entrepreneur, pro do it myself, pro, you know, I don't need you, thanks. But some people are like, yo, I want a job at Google because I love Google. Cool, go do it. That's cool. Do what you want. Is your SO in the same field as you? So right now, these days, this is my SO. Her name is Rachel. We don't see each other that often, though. Did you ever think about moving to Asia or Japan? No, they have terrible work culture there. You work like 18 hours a day. Like, if you work a job in Japan and you nap on the job, that's seen as a good thing because you're working so hard that you have to fall asleep at work, so they don't even get mad because basically you're just a robot at that point. Do you think the headless CMS static site generators can be a big dent in WordPress development? Not really. WordPress is fine. Just use WordPress, dude. No big deal. What's a SO? Significant other. Confirmed virgin in the chat. I'm just kidding, Diego. We love you. Low prolactin times high dopamine. What? You mean high testosterone? How you got your first job? It's really hard to get the foot in the door. Yeah, it is. Definitely is. How'd you get through days when you're working for someone without going crazy? Yeah, so basically I just worked on my own stuff when I was at work because I didn't care. Fire me, I don't care. Like, I did the bare minimum to appease the corporate overlords, and then I was like, all right, what can I do to get out of here in the future? And that's what I did every single day. I would work on making courses. I would work on learning how to build a brand. I'd work on learning how to make a website, and then figure out how I could run ads and Google Analytics and add ads on there, and how to set up my payment processors, and just how to make $1 by myself without having to take a paycheck from somebody. That's what I spent. Have you thought about creating a startup or doing workshops to help people get out of their own way and build their brand? So I don't want to make a startup for it because I don't want to run a company like that, because I've thought about doing workshops, but that doesn't scale, Jonas. This is what I'm working on right now. I have like a brand building course that I'm going to build. It's literally everything I know literally everything I know. How to like camera work, audio work, setting up a business, consistency, stream, like all this stuff, like everything I know to get where I am today in like a course, and then just sell that, because I can't sell workshops. If I did, they'd be more expensive than the course, and the course is going to be expensive. You would love to go out on your own. No ideas that make sense. See, that's where you're wrong, Ronan. You just have to start doing things. You just have to figure out how to make a buck. You don't need college to make money. That's what I've learned from doing this. I have a college degree. I know how to code. I don't need any of that to make money. Why do you care about making money so much? Because I want to be financially free and go live life without having to worry about money. I want to care about money now for the next 4 years, so I don't ever have to care about money again, because that life is not meant to be lived worrying about how you're going to put the next meal on your table, or worrying about if you're going to have insurance the next month, or worrying about how you're going to pay your mortgage. Like, life is not meant to be lived that way. Anyone hiring a Python engineer? I don't know. Maybe. Have you read MJ DeMarco's books? Killer John. Of course you know I've read MJ's books. Millionaire Fastlane, Unscripted. Yeah, I mean, those are his only books. But yeah, I've read them. I mean, it kind of is. It's not meant to not meant to be that way. Not in 2019. It is if you grow up and that's just what you're conditioned to expect, because 99% of us are conditioned to expect that. You work until you're 65, you buy a golden wheelchair, you die at 85. Congratulations. Great life. No. Money buys time, and time is freedom. So, yeah. I'm not greedy in any sense. I don't want to be a bajillionaire, right? I just want to be free. That's all. Can you give some ideas on some alternative income streams of income? Do you want passive income? Do you want direct income? What are you good at? Let me ask you that. Are you good at it? Do you have a skill that you're good at that you haven't seen someone else show how to do? Make a book about it. Try to sell it. Like, I don't know. In crypto at all? I am. I haven't sold, though. I lost a bunch of money. Stop crying. All right, man. I'm sorry, man. Just get emotional. What's your favorite backend language? Whatever works. How to get hired as remote dev? Same way you get hired as regular dev. What crypto are you holding? I have some Ethereum. I have some Bitcoin. I have some Litecoin. I have some altcoins like TRX. Some other stuff. BAT tokens. Candy of choice. Reese's. He does local PC repair, wants a website. He knows how to do it. What? Buy an H2 for more freedom points. What things you should know before starting a business? Yeah, you need to know how to make a business. You need to know how to pay yourself. You need to know how to handle the taxes between that, state and local taxes. You also need to know how to connect your payment stuff. You need to know how to take an EIN, employment identification number, to a bank and open a business bank account. Then you need to maintain minimum funds there so they don't get charged per month. You need to also know about S-Corp so you can pay less employment taxes. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that you need to know about making a business that no one teaches you in school or anywhere other than books. There's so much stuff about having a business. AKA watch your business video under $200. No, that doesn't show you how to do any of that. I mean, it shows you how to open an LLC as an S-Corp in the US. That's it. Can you do ASMR? Realistic plan to be a web dev in 6 months. What's your favorite coding book? I don't read coding books because they get outdated. Maybe The Pragmatic Programmer. Ever had crawfish? Of course. Here, look. I have some drafts of what I've been working on for my Build Your Brand thing that I'm making. It's just every time I start doing it, I'm like, oh wait, I need to tell them about this, and then about this, and then about this. Let me open it. No, that's taxes. All right. Let me go to my products. All right, I'm making a masterclass, brand building masterclass. So we're talking about e-commerce. So we got ClickFunnels, Shopify, WooCommerce, talking about how to do all those, freelancing. We got clients and consulting. We got monetization platforms via affiliates, merchandise, products, sponsors, and taking payments and how to manage that. We also have different platforms that you can work on: Instagram, LinkedIn, Medium, Twitch, YouTube, email marketing, and podcasting. What else do I know about? Building an audience, business types, community building, picking a niche, recommended reading, why this is important. I don't know. I have a whole bunch of stuff like that, audio design, the science of thumbnails, okay, all that stuff. It's a huge course. Thoughts on YouTuber Devin Crawford? I think that his thumbnails get lots of views. How do you feel about the stock market? I think the people who win the stock market are the people who have always won the stock market. People with lots of money. What books do you recommend to learn about LLC, S Corp, etc.? The Millionaire Fastlane. Go to the end. What are you going to do after getting said economic emancipation? I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, which is make videos and films and everything that I've been doing now. But I would just like the option to walk away. So right now, I am a bottom tier entrepreneur. I am a basic bitch entrepreneur currently, because if I walk away from YouTube, which is the business in a sense, even though it's not completely, the business dies. And a successful entrepreneur should be able to walk away from his business and his business stay going. So I cannot do that. You need that FU money? I have the FU money. That's why I don't have to work for anyone again. What's your next film going to be about? Maybe the climb to freeing yourself. I don't know. I think my like end game type film would be, I did everything that you're supposed to do and I never was happy. Like I went to a college, got your engineering degree, right? The safe degree, the good paying degree, blah 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 blah. Screw that. That sucked. I hated my life. Then I learned how to code because I was like, I want to work remote, and if I can just learn how to code, then that'll be great, because then I can work on my couch and do whatever, right? So then I go and I work remote and I make $80,000 on my couch and do whatever, and then I'm still not happy because I still have to show up and work overtime and be told what to do and where to go and when to do it. And I'm like, well, shit, this sucks too. Shouldn't I just be able to do this for myself? And then I get work remote too. So then I figure out how to do that. Like, I don't know. That's how it goes. Like I thought like what you guys want is what I thought I wanted, right? That 120,000 a year, and then you make 120,000 a year and you're like, this isn't that much money. Now I just pay a lot more taxes. A slow descent into madness. I don't know, job after job, I was just never happy. And now I get to do what I want when I want, control everything. It's the best, right? Is it AM or PM? It's 9 p.m. If being a system admin, network engineer is a good career path. Can you make as much money as developers? Yeah, absolutely. Happiness comes from within. I would say happiness comes from progress of becoming better. It also comes from knowing it. I can do it myself, right? Also, I kind of have like trust issues with companies because, I got let go from a company and I was almost homeless. So why would I ever give a company a chance to do that to me again? Well, you just had bad companies. Nope, that was enough for me. Never gonna trust you again. I'll do it myself. Thanks. So now if I don't make money, that's my fault. If I mess up, that's my fault. No one can be like, oh, sorry, our CTO made a mistake and now the project you were hired for is not going to work anymore. We don't have any money. I know that you told the other job offer no, but I'm sorry about that. Bye. Like, that happens. That shit happened to me. Can you be my friend? Sure. see, does this mean money can never really make you happy? Because I'm thinking once I reach that 100K, you'll be happy. Yeah, no, money doesn't make you happy. I make more than you would make at Google, and it's not about that. Like right now, I can go basically buy whatever I want, and I don't say this to be a douchebag or be a shill, right? But like, I can go buy basically whatever material item that I want, and none of it would increase my happiness level. Maybe for 5 minutes, and then I'd be like, well, now I don't really. Now I just lost a bunch of money. Have to figure out how still I'm going to pay my bills here. Like, there's no material item right now that would increase my happiness exponentially. Are you making money from YouTube? Yes, I make money from YouTube, from ads. Is anyone sponsoring me? Occasionally. What's the purpose of life in your definition? So there's two answers to this, Idris. So number one, the purpose of life is to live a purposeful life. And number two, I don't really think that's your question to ask life. I think that's life's question to you. So think about that. And yeah. How long did it take you to learn? 2.5 months. Find your soulmate. That's what you need. That's not good at all. No, I don't need codependence. Do you still have to do coding problem for an internship? Maybe, it depends. What's more important, defending your beliefs or having an open mind? Having an open mind. For me, happiness is progress. If I'm not making progress for myself, I'm not happy. That's it. How do you build a brand if you're not good at anything? The first step would be to admit that you are good at something. Give yourself some credit would be my first step. Do you think yourself as a self-help coach or something along those lines? I'm not a self-help coach. I'm not a motivational speaker. I'm just a guy that wants to live life without being told what to do, how to live it, where to be. I just want to live free, be financially okay. Oh no! What's going on here? What? Why? I'm good. Am I good now? Welcome to live chat. Thought I got banned. Thought I got banned for a second. I was like, what did I do? Got hacked. Why are you so cool? I don't know. Are those Cherry MX Blues you hear? They're browns. Cherry MX Browns. Ad pop came up. I don't even know how to run ads. I think there's a button that I can click to run ads. I'm looking for it. Monetization, advanced settings. I've never run an ad on demand. I don't know if I can. Yeah, there's no button. I know on Twitch there's a button. All right, sorry about that, guys. Thanks for pulling through with me. Windows. Blues would be so much worse. Oh man, yeah, they would. In one of your videos, you said you taught Ruby. Where do you teach? Open classrooms. What do you do for work? YouTube. I make products. I have courses. I do coaching. I take sponsored video clips occasionally. I have some affiliate links. Yeah, bunch of stuff. I don't have a defined job. As an entrepreneur, that is the job. You don't know what your job is. You just kind of make money. Have you seen Craig in a while? Yeah, Craig was on Discord earlier. He was doing some Ruby. He's going to Flatiron. Can you speak about what was expected of you in your first job? Yeah, they just wanted me to be able to learn Ruby on Rails. That was it. If you had to start all over again with knowledge you have now, what would you do differently? I would do exactly what I'm doing now. What's the thing behind you? Yellow box thing next to the TV. What are you talking about? Oh, this? This is a headphone case. Do you have any software products? Like applications? No. I don't need to. Lambda or Flatiron? Lambda all day. Flatiron is too short. What's your favorite Switch? I'd go with blues. I know they're loud and obnoxious, but I'm a single guy. No one's here at my house except for me, right? Patrick got a job. Salary, $121,000. Where are your courses found? Grindreel.academy. 130 people are staring at you right now. I guess you have a steel-like nerve. It's just because I'm a neckbeard here in my room all alone, right? If there were 130 people in an audience looking at me, I'd be like, "What's up? I'm Josh." Now, I don't know if I'd be that way, but I'm certainly not loud and charismatic. Headphones from Project Rock. Alexander, you know. They are. You're correct. There's my gym headphones. Patrick got a job, 121K. Are you planning on making a video with Tech Lead if he wants to? What's your Overwatch rank? I think I got to like, what was it? 2800, 2900? You love to work under me, you're new. I'm not doing anything, I'm not doing any code projects or anything. How much time you invested in learning code per day? I learned enough to get whatever I needed to done. I don't think time is relative to progress. Yeah, his expenses are stupid. Actually, we did the math. He takes home about $4,000 after paying everything. So you went for an internship. The dude asked, let's say you get a call from your project manager to do a task and your IT manager calls you to do something else. What do? You let them both know, hey, this guy told me to do this. This guy told me to do this. Which one is more priority? Like you connect. You don't play telephone. You connect the two people at the top together and you say, all right, figure this shit out and let me know what to do. And you just extradite yourself away from that. That's what you do. Don't just make a decision and be like, well, he told me, because then the other guys be like, well, you didn't even tell me he told you. Where do you want to be in 1 year? I don't know. I'd like to have my house paid off. That'd be cool. How much money do you make from YouTube? Enough. I make about $2,400 a month from YouTube ad revenue. Aren't dev jobs oversaturated? No. You hate browns? They're okay. I couldn't find blues. I tried to find them, but... Did you go to college and accumulate student loans? Yes. I don't have that much. I have about $11,000 left. Have you used and got certified? I don't care about certifications. I don't need someone to certify me. Do you still do dev work? No, I don't sell time, Justin. I teach people how to code. That's my job. I like helping people and teaching code and watching people like, oh, I get it. Like those people like working for other people. They don't have a problem with it. They're all good, you know, getting their salary and stuff. I'm not like that. So it's better if I just don't do that and I just help other people do what they want instead. Do you feel bad about leading on viewers? Leading on interviews. Wait, what? For dank vids? No, I don't feel bad about it. I don't care. You are very charismatic. I don't know. I don't know about that. I'm just opinionated. What state is Patrick working in? California. Which database you use? Whatever works. You're starting Lambda, can't wait. Awesome. When? How do you get into teaching people how to code? Mentoring, front-end expertise. You build a brand, so you teach people what you already know. Just be like, this is what I know. This is how I would do it if I had to do it again. German, I love you too. Would you suggest newbies to do YouTube ad rev or affiliate stuff? You have to do both. Don't put your eggs in one basket. This is Business 101, Entrepreneurship 101. Where do you teach? Open classrooms. What's your IQ? I don't know. Forrest Gump levels. Maybe like 4. Do you get hot girls in my DMs? No. I do not. Eric, haven't been here in a while. Welcome back. It's now a complete mess. I don't know what I'm doing. Ice cream, Lieutenant Dan. You're starting in April? That's like a few days away. Did you outsource dev work? No, I should have. I thought about it, but my company already had outsourced devs, so I thought they might know each other. You need to start flexing the money, my guy. For who? For what? To buy things I don't need, to impress people I don't like? Come on now. Classic Fight Club. Favorite games right now? I've been playing Ring of Elysium, PUBG on my iPad, and Overwatch. Should you take an unpaid internship? Patrick K. You can call it an unpaid internship. I'm just going to call you a volunteer, my guy. You sound like Gary V. Gary V's my guy. Josh, based on your growth rate, you should be around 150K, 200 subs by December. I don't know about that. Actually, I get about 120 subs a day, so about another year, I'll be at 150. You like pub over Apex? Pub on my phone, not like regular pub. I'd play Apex on PC. You want to live free. What's your view on having a family for yourself? I have 2 dogs, and I think I don't really have a desire to get married, really. Just do my own thing. If I wanted to have a kid, I would probably do like the big brother thing and help people that don't have fathers. Or I would adopt a kid, because there's already a lot of kids out there that don't have loving parents or parents that would want to help people. So I don't feel a desire to make any, biological kids necessarily. Just want to help other kids that, like my dogs, right? They're from the shelter, right? And to help them out. They didn't have loving parents. No sense to go get a puppy from the puppy barn when there's dogs at the Humane Society. Would you agree passive income is key? Passive income is great, but passive income doesn't start as passive. It actually starts really, really small. Interview with DoD for cybersecurity, get offered technical interview with 2 engineers and not. Do it because you feel uncomfortable coding on the spot. What should you do? Tell them that you feel uncomfortable coding on the spot and this isn't reflective of your actual ability. That's what you say. Like, look, man, I get real nervous when I have to code on the spot. I just want you to know this. I'm going to walk you through my logic best I can. Just know that this is a weak point for me here. That's it. That's what you say. Would you recommend a recent high school graduate with some Python knowledge what to do in order to become job ready? Make projects. Make projects. What do you think is better? Learn frameworks, learning language the framework is based on? Both. Where are you adopted? I adopted my dogs from the Humane Society. What's the best way to improve soft skills? I don't know. That's why there's soft skills. How did you start your t-shirt business? I didn't start a t-shirt business. I just went to Teespring. And they're like, hey, connect it to your YouTube account. And I was like, okay, cool. You passed lots of other coding YouTubers and subs faster. What do you think distinguishes you from them? I don't know. I just care about providing value, not immediate money. Money will come. How long are you going to be on? That's a good question. The gym closes at 11, so I got an hour and a half left. Can we see your dogs? I don't know where they're at. I think they're sleeping. Were you adopted? Don't I look adopted? Which software do you use for editing? Adobe Premiere, After Effects, Lightroom, Photoshop. Think and Grow Rich. Yeah, I read that book. It's very good. You should continue the live developer interview series. Absolutely. Did you like the dreaded dev channel? Not really. I think his language is pretty vulgar. That's why he ended up deleting his channel, because I think he was probably getting some flack from outside of how it's kind of unprofessional, right? I don't know. I think he was freelancing. Still, he was working a job, but the channel was like, screw this and that. And I was like, I can't say that when you still have a job, my guy. Like, I could say that because I don't have a job, but I don't want to get demonetized, so it's like, What kind of puppies do you have? I have a Rottweiler, cattle dog, and a husky. What are these lights? They're called nano leaves. What is your next purchase? I don't know. Maybe some food. How often do you do these live streams? I try to do them pretty often. Mike, what's up? How does one go about getting portfolio review? Just send them to me. I'm going to be doing one. John Sonmez curses all the time because he doesn't care if his channel or videos get monetized or demonetized. He already makes millions of dollars a year. He already has enough money to not work ever again. He does this because he wants. I don't have enough money to not work ever again, but I don't have to work for somebody. So I'm like, I don't have to have a job. I still need to pay my bills, but I'm not retired. So like, I can't, you know, we all have a sense of humor, if you know what I mean, right? Like, so in person, I can curse too, but not on YouTube. When's Patty's interview coming out? Mark, it's already out. Go watch the last vid. Which chocolate is your favorite? Reese's. You have to be my favorite YouTuber? What? How's Utah's tech scene? It's great. Definitely move here. Mac or Windows? I like Windows. Mac is great for like to get up and go. It's built on Unix kernel. Crossover with Linux. Got a meet and greet in mind? See, if I held a meet and greet in Utah, Salt Lake City, I don't know what, number one, I don't know where I would hold it. Number two, someone's gonna follow me home. And number three, I don't think anyone would show up. Courses seem to be the biggest moneymaker. It depends. Depends on how you monetize it. I'm not a huge fan of like selling code courses, right? Like you can go find that for free. I'll sell like niche code courses. Like I'm not going to be like, here's how to learn HTML. Like there's 900 million free ways to learn that already. Unless you want it from me, my specific style. Is your relationship 50-50 financially, or do you carry more of the weight? I don't have a relationship anymore. She moved out. Broke up. Your hair is great, no homo. Thanks. What is your business about for you? Lifestyle, legacy, sell, and philosophy? No, my business is about helping people learn how to code, and from there you can do what you want. So if you learn how to code, you can be a freelancer, you can be an entrepreneur, you could be a YouTuber, you could work at Google, you could make a startup, you can make apps on the App Store, you can make games, be game dev. You're a free man. Sorry to hear about the breakup. It was like 3 weeks ago. Are you left-handed? I sure am. Can I review the profile? Your SO profile? What do you mean? Ever thought about mentoring? I do mentoring. I just don't like to sell my time. Janita. Yanita. I think it's Yanita. I feel like Janita is wrong. It's probably Yanita. Loved a video about quitting. Hit home. Yeah. Did you see it coming? No, not really. Your last name gives me trust issues. That's okay. I'd still give you a hug. You want your e-commerce website course? Dude, I want to finish that too. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I'll, on my courses that I'm going to make for like how to make money, I'll actually show how much money I've made, and I've never done that before on YouTube. I'm kind of nervous about doing it because I feel like people are going to be like, holy shit. Because I don't like to talk about money because people treat you differently. Stack Overflow? I mean, I don't know. What do you think of cloud computing? It's okay. You were never going to get married anyway. Yeah, that doesn't mean I wasn't willing to be a boyfriend indefinitely. You want to work for yourself with your own company? Right on. Janita. There's a reason streamers and content creators don't show financials. Yeah. Are you DKDO? We don't talk about that, all right? It's the first rule of Fight Club. Do you enjoy working an office job? Are you trolling? You gotta be trolling. No. How tall are you? 6'2". One Brit guy with 30,000 subs made a video saying he makes $6,000 a year on YouTube. Yeah, I make more than that. I don't think that I should be able to make what I make at where I'm at, but with a combination of leveraging traffic, internet traffic, you can. How do you get started freelancing? You walk in. You can program anything? Maybe, I don't know. 5'2". What? I'm 6'2". The YouTube's money. How much does it help to have a big company on your resume? It depends on if the company cares or not. Lambda paying you the big bucks? No, they don't. Lambda's never paid me to make a video. The only thing I have is the link. That's it. Like, it wasn't even, like, it was my idea. Like, I asked Austin if I could come meet him. I was like, hey, Austin, I'm going to be in San Francisco with Patrick. Can we come meet you? And he's like, I guess. And I was like, cool. Like, that was how that went. Will I be your mentor? I am, via YouTube. What IDE? Visual Studio Code is fine. Josh likes to do 9-to-5 jobs, does CrossFit. I do MLM. Yeah, yep. Amway affiliate on the side. I'm vegan, gluten-free. What else? I mean, Eric, you're right on. You're right on the money. What are your thoughts on the Lambda office? I thought it was kind of funny. It's like 4-bedroom apartment. It's kind of funny. I like walked in and there's like, it's like a pre-furnished office or like an apartment, pre-furnished office, super tiny. And then like we went in there and some guy was like on the phone. And then he walked into like a bedroom and closed the door. And I was like, is that like a meeting room? And they're like, it's whatever you want it to be, I guess. Do you like LaCroix? No. It was so funny. Like, it's just like an actual startup. You're a meatkin. I'm a whatever tastes good in. Lambda has a Salt Lake City office. It's kind of like a shared office. Not a dedicated office. It's more of like an open co-working space that you can go in if you want. You had an interview with a Canadian company. You're in California. They tease the idea of remote other than good work. How do you convince them to hire me remotely? I mean, you just say, here's a history of what I've done, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I wouldn't immediately say, I'm going to take less money if you let me work remote. Like, don't do that. Yen wrong. Support from a Lambda student. Thanks, man. But, I mean, you need that more than me. Take that back. Notepad++. Yeah. How do you deal with a boss that only focuses on small mistakes no matter how much you do right? Current situation, don't know what to do. Sounds like your boss is a douchebag. Sounds like you need to get a new job. I don't mean that in a mean way. I just mean like, I'm assuming you probably need that. What's the best way to do interview questions? Pramp.com, P-R-A-M-P. That's good. By the way, here I am on Twitch if you'd like to go. Wait, that's not Twitch. All right. I don't know. People that focus on little things usually are projecting things about themselves. That's what I've noticed. People that pick on you for every little thing that you do are not happy. Do you have any ideas of a startup? I have no reason to make a startup. I do fine as is. I don't want to manage employees. I don't want investors. That's the thing about startups. I don't want investors. I don't want to take someone else's money and then not be able to pay it back. Or I don't want to take someone's money, hire people, and those people suck, and then investors get mad at me. Like, no, I don't want to deal with people. I just like doing my own thing. Do you like Linux? Nah, I use Windows. I need Windows for all the things that Linux can do. Should you apply to jobs saying intern for free? Nathan, we both know that you already have a job that's remote, even though it's under the table. Keep that job. If you're... unpaid internships are the biggest scam in the history of internships or jobs. Like, you're just a volunteer. How do you know... Wait, what? How do you think knowledge from data communication... I don't know what that means. Stumbled across the channel, saw you in Utah, so watch more videos. Found Lambda, now you're a student. Thank you for helping me start my new life for real. Thanks, Conflict 801. Bro, did you already start? Where are you at? Did you use the link? Not for me. I'm just trying to get you your 250. Do you need a portfolio for software developers? More about web developer. Wait, what? Portfolio. He doesn't want to do a startup because that's not what Everett. Oh, the video is so funny. Nah, no, Link didn't know about that. Web 19 cohort. Can I get your name? Would you be willing to validate this? Are you paid by Lambda School to promote them? Absolutely not. They've never paid me to make a video. The only thing I have is a referral link. If you want to use it, you get $250 when you graduate. That's it. That's all I have. They never said, hey Josh, here's $1,000. Please interview Patrick. Never. Ever. Lambda was the only school that said yes when I asked Flatiron if I could interview their students. I asked App Academy. I asked Dev Mountain. I asked a bunch of different boot camps if I could interview their students just for content to show what it's like. And they all said no. And Lambda was like, yeah, bro, here's our Slack. Oh, by the way, here's an affiliate link if you want. I was like, okay, cool, thanks. That was it. All right, I'm noting this down, Tyler. You might get a question here. So I'm trying to get you your 250. Considering the idea of remote job, do you negotiate their geographic pay salary or your own? You're gonna need theirs, what they can pay. I mean, you don't get it for a little bit, Tyler, but it's better than not getting anything, I guess. What? It must be needy to be sponsored and yet say, no, I'm not. I'm not sponsored. I just have an affiliate link. That's not sponsored. That's affiliate. Not sure if you use your link. You took the test. Web PT4. All right. Let me look. Web PT4, and you're what? Tyler, which one? Wait, 250 what? Yeah, so if you use the link for the Lambda School link that I have, it doesn't, like, it supports the channel, yes, but it also supports you. You get $250 too. So, like, if you sign up, you go to Lambda School, at the end you get $250, like, congratulations, graduate. Like, that's it. It's a win-win. It's not just like, I get, you know, you get nothing. I think it's pretty fair. All right, got you, Tyler. Everyone join Discord. It's Stack Overflow without the jerks. You're not wrong. Can you do an interview with self-taught blog? I gotta find one. What do you think of the current state of web dev? So many different front ends, having to learn so many different new technologies. I mean, it just is what it is. Be glad that you're learning it now and not later. I mean, there's always complainers, Justin. People are going to complain about anything. People will complain about Flatiron, App Academy, whatever. People complain. That's just what they do. Not everything's going to be a perfect match. Wait, there's a section of Discord for programmers? On my Discord, I have channels for every single programming language, just about. We have code feedback. We have project feedback. It's like Stack Overflow without the jerks. Web 18. Dylan, you're Web 18? Or Dayton? Okay, got you. See if this works. They might message you. How long were you coding before you started YouTube? You want to do YouTube someday? The best time to do YouTube is right now. It's just going to get more and more saturated, more and more difficult to stand out. You want in the Discord? The link is in the description. Just click it. Does search for A plus network plus help at all? No, not really. Maybe if, like, you know, that's just what they absolutely require, or the guy hiring is just like obsessed with those certs, then yeah, maybe. I'd say in general, not really. Oh, I remember this. There we go. What type of promotion did you pay for when starting out? Promotion, what do you mean? What's up? Had to take... Should you invest in this boot camp? Kickstart coding? What? What is this? This is terribly designed, number one, but... Kickstart Coding LLC curriculum. I don't know. Price. 16 weeks, $3,700. That's not too bad. I don't know. Maybe. Doesn't look bad. Oh, I didn't pay for any promotion, Justin. What I did would go I would go on Reddit and I would paste my videos on every subreddit, and people would be like, "Josh, stop self-promoting." And then they would shadow ban me, so I'd make another account and then post my videos on Reddit because I don't care. Ban me again. I'm going to post my videos again until I get enough traffic to sustain it myself. That's what I did. I don't care. It's not against the law. Stop self-promoting, and then you get shadow banned. Then they ban your IP. Then you get a VPN and make another account, and then you post it again. Like, that's what I did. It's not against the law. I don't care. Can you recommend any good idea design books? I don't really know. I don't know any good design books, really. Sorry. Is LinkedIn Premium subscription worth it? No. Did you ever have to do a whiteboard interview for a web dev? I sure did. She made me go, she made me screen share with her, and I was on the phone with her, and she's like, all right, I'm going to need you to start doing these problems now. And then I was like, all right, can I use Stack Overflow? You're not allowed to open any other tabs. And I was like, all right. I don't really know how to do this. Can you give me a hint on what I need to do? And she's like, I'm sorry, I can't give you any hints. And I was like, okay, hold on. I'm just thinking here. And then as I'm thinking, I'm like opening my laptop. And I start Googling on my laptop. And then she's like, sir, I hear some typing on the keyboard. I was like, yeah, I'm just thinking right now. She's like, but I don't see anything on the screen. And I'm like, yeah, it's on, yeah. And then she's like, I think that you're cheating. I think that you're cheating this test, so we're going to have to end it. And I was like, good, this is dumb, bitch, bye. I didn't get the job. Oh. Co-founder Aaron Swartz, he's a co-founder. Nice. Have I ever worked with a legit narcissist? I don't know. You and Coding Face has opposite views on HTML emails. He tells us there are jobs for it, and it's good to learn while you're learning to be a front-end dev. I mean, there are jobs for it, sure. But once those jobs figure out that they could just pay $100 to drag and drop templates themselves, they might do that instead. They might not. Do you have any good project ideas? Look good for internships? All right, so don't apply for internships. What do you think of Triple Bite? Patrick actually did Triple Bite. He did really good. It's actually really hard. Any good system design questions that you've encountered? No, I don't apply to jobs as a front-end developer. And they're like, all right, well, we're going to need you to design our system. I was like, but I'm doing front-end. They're like, well, it's part of the interview. I'm like, yeah, but that's not part of the job. Well, it's part of the interview. Okay, well, you're dumb. Bye. Like, I don't care. Let's be practical here. No reason. Like, I didn't prepare for this. I prepare for front-end development questions, not system design. Well, it's just part of the computer science curriculum, right? So you should know it. And I'm like, what does this have to do with my job? Josh, your courses on Git pause every 5 seconds is frustrating. I don't think they pause every 5 seconds. They shouldn't. I don't think they should. That might be your connection. You need more of that confidence? Well, I don't know. When you walk in a job and you know that you just can't really give a shit about it, but you need a job, it's really hard. Like, I've gone to interviews where I just knew that I was going to do the bare minimum. I was like, I really don't want this job, but I have to pay my bills, so I'll take it. But just don't expect more than 5 minutes of work out of me a week. Do you have tips on earning money during Lambda full time? Yeah, make an email list. Make an email list. Start building that email list. What do you think is a good starting salary? I don't know. 55 to 60 would be okay. How to negotiate? Before you take the job or after you take the job? Aren't internships helpful to get your foot in the door? That's just a common misconception. You can get a regular job. I never applied to internships. Is the Patrick saga over? I don't know. We'll see. There's been some new information recently. So, I don't know. I want to follow someone from the UI UX course. Or if another bootcamp out there is like, hey, you want to follow our student? I'll be like, nah, I'm good. You already said no. You said no when I had 2,800 subscribers because you didn't believe I was worth shit. And now here I am making waves. Now you're like, hey, wait, hold on, look at our stuff. Nah, I'm good. Where were you? Where were you when I was at the bottom? It's the same thing as like every rap song ever. You'd be surprised at how many people come out. Hey, wait, hey, man, you remember me? Nah, man. You weren't there. You told me no. You didn't believe in me. Bye. Seriously. Even Chris Sean told me he ghosted me. I messaged Chris. I was like, hey, dude, we both make B-roll and make similar content. I think it would be cool if we made a video together. What do you think? And then he didn't answer. And then he messaged me, hey, dude, what's up? When I hit like 15,000. I was like, what's up? What do you mean an email list? Supposed to sell stuff with it or something? Titrate. That's only one way. If you have an email list, you have traffic on demand. You can sell a product if you want. You can use affiliate links and write articles. You can get sponsored links and put those in where you get paid up front. You get paid like $500 a week to send out a newsletter if your stuff's big enough. That's my next video. But there are multiple things you can do with an email list, and it's pretty easy to build one. All you got to do is just go on LinkedIn and start writing articles and be like, oh, by the way, if you want more information, sign up to my newsletter every week, and I'll send you a newsletter. And then in that newsletter, you put affiliate links, product links, or sponsorship links. That's what you do to make some side cash. It's pretty easy to do. That was a lot of info. Hopefully you got it. That's in my next video. It's coming out probably tomorrow. Your brother has felony charges good enough to code. No, dude, of course he can go. Affiliate marketing is terrible. Only if you are marketing things that you don't believe in. Can you give me a shout out? Anthony, what up? Doesn't that make sense now? They want to work with you now that you've proven yourself a bit. My content hasn't changed that much. The quality hasn't gone up or down that much. It's just been about consistency. I mean, the quality is a little bit better, right? I'm a little bit more confident in front of the camera, but I knew I was going to be here from day one, and now they're like, hey, and I'm like, nah, whatever. I tried to explain my vision to you, and you just turned me away. So whatever, it's fine. I don't need you. It makes sense, right? You kind of want to be like, oh, well, you proved yourself, so here you go. It's the kind of BS, though. What's your opinion on common bootstrap? Well, I don't care if it's common bootstrap portfolio. I think it's fine as long as you get the information across. Personal projects versus work experience. What do you wait? What do recruiters care about more? Recruiters care about whoever's gonna be more willing to do the job. Would you be interested in shadowing someone who wants to take a different boot camp besides Lambda? Yeah, sure. I don't care. Is that boot camp gonna give me money though? Because right now, I think it's fair for me to ask for money at this point. I'm giving them free advertising. It's nothing against you, and it doesn't make me a douchebag, but if I'm going to give a company free advertising, I think I should deserve a little bit of compensation for it at this point, because I've earned it, right? I've proven myself. So I'm not gonna give them free traffic. Not at this point. So, my camera battery died. By the way, we're still here. Don't worry about it. Oh look, I'm in vlog. Let me turn off vlog. There we go. Come on, battery, charge. There we go. Can we see the doggos? Yeah, we can see the dogs. Hold on. Come here, dingoes. Ah, the quality. Yeah, it's good. It's crisp, huh? Come here. There he is. How do you avoid getting burned out in the corporate rat race? You constantly work on something for yourself, regardless of whatever you're told to do at work. Or you submit and bend over. There you go. Come here, dude. Come here. Come here, fam. Hey, doggos. There they are. They're just chilling. They're not focused. There you go. Hey, you guys wanna go out? You wanna go on a walk? Hey, doggos. Do you ever wonder why people even care about what you have to say? Nope. Were you born and raised? Nope. I was born in Georgia. Give them some treats. They already ate some soup today that I made for them. They want to go on a walk. Oh, what up? That's my ear. All right. What's the best way of transitioning from freelance or into freelance from full-time? Sean, you got to build a brand, my dude. You need a brand. No one's going to care about what you have to make for them if they don't know that you have some sort of rep. That's what it's all about. What are their names? The white one's name is Oko, and the black one's name is Suvi. They're Finnish names. How do you like living in Utah? It's pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah. Vegeta, what's up, dude? How to make a brand. Read Gary Vaynerchuk's Crushing It 2018. Do you have to have a visa to work remotely? No. You're just a contractor. Did you guide Patrick along his journey? Yeah, of course I helped him apply to jobs and do cover letters and resumes. Well, we became friends. Can you please talk about Java FX personally? I have no idea about it. What would be better for passive? Freelancing, getting clients on a retainer, or blogging for niches? Don't do blogging. That's not it. You need to find a problem and you need to solve a problem. The problem that I think that I've found is that people don't know how to apply to jobs, but they know how to code. So that is my problem that I help solve. What would be the problem that you help solve? That's the question. Don't look for a, what's the word I'm looking for? You want a productocracy. That's what you want. Can we have a new saga? Pick someone new? Yeah, I'd like to do UI UX at Lambda, so I'll probably follow someone there. Why don't you think people should blog? I think people should blog. I just think that it's difficult to stand out. And again, you need executional excellence. So if you're going to make a blog, you need to be a great writer. Your copy better be on point. Your SEO better be on point. Your advertising or design better be on point. You better have great ways to get this out in front of people. You better be engaging. You better have call to actions. Like, you better be good at what you do. You need to be able to stand out, right? So essentially what like drop shipping is, right? Like drop shipping is when you buy something from Alibaba or Alibaba Express and then you sell it, you know, more than you paid for it, and then you make a profit, which is really easy to do. Anyone can do that. There's no skill there. There's no problem that you're solving. So you and a bunch of other people are all doing the same shit. You're all buying the same shit and you're selling it for slightly more than you bought it, and then you make a profit. The only thing that separates you apart are the soft skills like design, SEO, copy, brand, and driving traffic. And so those are the things that, you know, you're not really solving a problem. You're just doing something like, what's the best way to make money? That's not the right question to ask. What's the best problem that you can solve? Sorry, I know that doesn't help you. I mean, definitely do it, right? Like YouTube has a really low barrier to entry, but I think I'm good at what I do. So I went for it. Probably wasn't the best idea. That's why it was so slow. What video do you recommend for job application tips? Applying for jobs I'm not qualified for. How far do I get? That'd be good. Hello from Somalia. What up? Hello from Ireland. What up? Top of the morning to you. Have you subbed to PewDiePie? Yeah, on all of my accounts. What made you move to Utah? The job made me move. My mechanical engineering job made me go. They were like, all right, we're giving you one. We're giving you a plane ticket. Here you go. You just said you help people learn to apply for jobs. Yeah, that's what I do. Yeah. That's why I asked what video. The video is called Applying to Jobs I'm Not Qualified For. How far can I get? It's just a job showing you how to apply for jobs that you don't feel qualified for. That's the title of the video. I'm like sitting like this. I have like a ripped shirt. I'm like all clickbait and stuff. Oh my God. Goodbye. If you want to do dropshipping, you can change the product before you sell it to a customer, provide support, documentation, quality. I mean, you can do that, right? So that you can do the little things that set you apart. You could take different photos of it, but essentially when it comes down to it, you're selling the same product. You're just writing about it differently, selling it differently. Did you say productocracy? Productocracy, like Are you deleting these people? I'm just muting them from saying stupid shit. Yeah, that. Sartek. Yeah. Productocracy. It's not a real word, right? It's in a book. It's pretty common. Read MJ DeMarco's Unscripted. You'll businesses, like the questions that you're asking are answered there. What's the brand book again? Okay, so Gary Vaynerchuk's Crushing It, 2018. I'm not trying to be a douche, Mike. I don't want you to get trapped in that, right? It's just so saturated. Can you stay at my house a few days? Yeah, come on over. What's your opinion on Udacity? I don't know. They won't let me look at their courses. Would you recommend leaving a low-paying job you really like or staying and hoping for a raise? Okay, hope is not a strategy. Sorry. You have a very high IQ. How can you become famous? I mean, if you have a high IQ, you should know the answer, right? I don't know. I don't have a high IQ. I'm not a smart man. Do you have an affiliate link to buy the book? Of course I do, but I'm not that much of a douchebag to be like, oh, wait, before you buy, let me get that affiliate link. Just look up the book and buy it. Keep your $2. I don't care. What's saturated? Dropshipping as a business. Shopify dropshipping as a business. You're a UX designer because you're very weak at dev. You tried but can't code. Nah, it sounds like you tried but gave up. Doesn't mean you can't code, just means you gave up. Just do it, I'll buy it. Let me find it. All right, hold on. All right. Wow. I copied the image, not the link. I'm bad. Copy link address. All right, here you go. There's Gary Vaynerchuk's crushing it. Now let me get you this one. MJ DeMarco's unscripted. MobX versus Redux. Redux. As bootcamp, what can you do to set yourself apart from your peers if hiring managers are seeing the same basic apps over and over from the newbies? Yeah, you need a brand, my guy. You need to be creating content. You need to be creating something that's providing value without you being told to provide value. That is what you need. You just think coding is boring. Maybe you're building the wrong stuff. Maybe you're more of a entrepreneurial-minded person like me. Mexican food or Indian food? Bro, Mexican food, please. Don't make me pick. Can I put my enchilada on my naan bread with my curry, please? Why can't we have both? Why do you make me pick? Don't make me pick. Is PHP dead? No. Are you engaged? Negative. What's the difference between Lambda, which is 9 months, and the normal bootcamp, which tend to be 9 weeks? Can get more value out of Lambda? Okay, so a typical bootcamp is 3 months, and you just learn web development. Lambda school, you learn web development, and you learn computer science. Like, imagine going to take all the useful shit computer science teaches you at college, and then taking all the useful stuff, and it's only actually about, 4.5 months worth of stuff, even though it's 4 years. But we all know 2 years of college is pointless anyways. And the other ones you'll never use. So they take the ones you actually do use and put in Lambda school. What do you look tired? It's 10:05. Been streaming for a while. Been a while. I haven't streamed in like 2 weeks, so we're catching up. Oh man, would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or 100 horse-sized ducks? Probably. I don't know. Maybe little ones? Have you ever gotten a job without a coding interview? Yes. My last job did. That's not true. I kind of had a coding interview. What's your favorite joke to tell people? See, Nick, I'm not trying to get demonetized. I'll tell it to you in Discord chat one day, maybe. Not live. Got to take those 2 years of sociology, music theory, women's studies, art history. Don't worry, forget about underwater basket weaving. Back to that branding thing. How does one go about that? Social media, friends, how to network. So you got to start creating content. Building a brand starts with content that creates value or helps other people in some way. And so if you're struggling or you're learning HTML, write about it. Write about learning it. Write about struggling. Write about overcoming your struggles. Write about something that you would do differently. Or if you could, like, everyone has that thing. They're like, if I could go back in time and I just told myself this one thing, I would have got it. Right? Write about that. Someone out there will see it. Kawinka Voigt. That's a. Did you like Google Translate that? No one says that. Do you network within your community? I mean, sort of. Kinda. What's the advantage of using arrow function? I don't know. You type less keys, save yourself some carpal tunnel in the future, probably. If you had 2 Bluetooth headsets, would you have 2 Bluetooths or 2 Bluetooths? See, Adam B's asking some real questions. Oh man, just bought the book Crushing It. It's so good. So good. I think I would probably have two Bluetooth. Two blue. Damn it, Adam. What are your long-term goals? Make movies. What's the plural of beef? Hamburgers. Alan, I hope you enjoy it. I would recommend Crushing It and MJ DeMarco's Unscripted. That's what got me where I'm at. iOS or Android? Android all day. I'm not a huge fan of Apple telling me what I can and cannot do. Do you have a script writer? No, I do it myself. They're pretty bad. Can you tell? Can you share, learn, or to implement in work plan Excel? What? Where can you find the Odin Project? I think you just go to odinproject.com. When are you going to publish a book, sir? What kind of book you want? No, arrow functions actually do something. Yeah, they help with the binding of functions, basically. Something like that. I forget the exact, I don't know how to say it. It's something to do with the .bind. They help in some way. Have you ever thought about moving to another country? I did live in another country. I lived in Finland for 5 years. Book of Josh. That sounds good. I like that. That sounds good. I don't know who'd buy it, though. What's internship versus apprenticeship? I don't know. I think lexically scoped. I don't know. See, you'll get the right answers. Just ask the community. They'll tell you you're all wrong. So I don't make code videos. I make code videos and literally like every comment is like, actually, you could have done this and it would have been in one line of code, Josh. Or actually, you explained that kind of incorrect. Let me go ahead and correct you in the like, bro, if you already know, why are you watching the vid? This is for people that don't know. Well, you need to be correct in what you're saying because you could have optimized this code and this would not scale at a rate of 400,000 users. Jesus, dude, chill. All right, this is why I don't make code videos. I did it like 4 times and that's what happens. Like if I wanna read that, I'll go to Stack Overflow. Thanks. You think Ruby's easier to learn? It's free teaching. I mean, it's kind of obnoxious. Look at examples and try to make your own using, yeah, exactly. Ruby versus Java. Pass on both. When do you know you're ready for React? You probably are. If you're asking that question, you probably are. All right, I'm gonna go eat some food and hang out with my doggos and take them on a run. Sorry that this stream was so long, but I appreciate each and every one of you. Sorry if I seemed a little bit salty at the end. It's just been a long day. But you know, I love all you guys equally because I wouldn't be here without you. I know I don't want a job, and I know that you guys do, and that's okay, right? But I love you guys. Stream. I'll see you guys in the video. Dan. Oh yeah, before you leave, just do me one favor. Just do me one favor. Go follow me on Twitch. Give me a job. I can help you find one. I don't have one to give. First time coming to the stream. I don't have a normal time. I just felt like we should probably stream because it's been a while. Best to get a contracting gig or full-time job? Probably full-time job, Cindy. They'll hit you with those benefits. A little bit more secure, longer lasting to get some experience. That'd be what I'd go for. If you're getting a contract, you're going to be worrying about where your next job is going to be in about 6 months. So you wouldn't be able to focus on doing good work because you'd be worried about not having a job when that contract is over. So I'm out, guys. Cindy, I hope that helps. I love all you guys. See you later. Have a good night.